Good morning, Fantasy Nation. We're Fourth in Fantasy. Welcome back to the Morning Rush for Week 10 of the NFL fantasy season. CJ Stroud out, BTJ out, Garrett Wilson and T-Mac though. And DeAndre Swift is expected to play. Bring your start and sit questions and let's get to it.
Hey, yeah. I don't follow no script. I make my own lane. Got a spreadsheet mind and a red brass brain. Dynasty beats got that tape in my veins. While they drafting by names, I'm exposing their game. No cap. We study the craft like film room rats. Gyms in the fourth while they stuck in the past. It's levels to the dynasty keep or flex. From rookies to pros, we demand and respect. That's real. And I ain't never need clout for my clout to show. Just a mic I take and a team I grow. This ain't just picks, it's principle G. It's fourth in fantasy. Where you build your legacy. We 10 toes down, yeah we stand.
We're 10 toes down and we stand on facts. I'm Honcho and this is my guy.
It's Rocco. Call me Rocco.
And we are Fourth in Fantasy. Good morning to y'all. And we are your playbook for fantasy wins. And Rocco, where are we the land of?
We are a fantasy football podcast for Dynasty Sickos by Dynasty Sicko.
Yes, sir. Stop playing with us. Again, welcome back, everybody, to the Morning Rush. Hope your morning is going spectacular wherever you're viewing us, in your bed, on the toilet, hell, who knows. But, Rocco, how we feeling today, my guy?
Man, I'm feeling great. A little tired. My little part-time job. I work the Billie Eilish concert back-to-back nights. She puts on an amazing show, but yeah, I've been working a lot lately, but I'm here. I'm ready. Let's get these start and sits in. Let's win some championships.
And Chev in the house, bang on him. He says, we got our boy Damien. It's his 24th birthday. He says, good morning, my guys. It's my 21st birthday. I'm just asking for slight competent Saints football. LOL. I need help at flex, full PPR, ETN, White, Dobbs, Ted McMillan, or JMO. And good morning to you. Happy birthday, my guy, and hope for many more from you. Yeah, 24. I remember when I was 24, boy, that was some crazy years, I tell you. 30, about 32 in February. So shit, it goes by super quick. But he has, full PPR, flex, ETN, Rashard White, Dobbs, Teroy McMillan, or JMO. I feel like JMO. I feel like I just saw an interview with him where him or Keyshawn Johnson. I didn't see the Keyshawn Johnson part, but JMO's still trying to be confident that the ball is going to come his way. Honestly, he hasn't been very much part of that Detroit Lions offense over what people thought he was going to be this year. So if I had to follow touches since it's full PPR, I probably, because if I'm looking at the schedule, we have the Jaguars who are going against the Houston Texans, and then the Bucks are going against the New England Patriots. I would probably have to swing. That's a hard one for me. I probably would go because Houston Texans has a really, really good defense. Dobbs has, if I'm looking at it correctly, I do not see Green Bay. They go against the Philadelphia Eagles. And they just got, Jair Alexander kind of been put in the pack. So all type of season. So I'm not really scared of no Eagles defense at the moment. It's really kind of flavor, So if I had to follow touches wise or who I thought was going to get some touches, probably Travis Etienne is up there for me. White is up there with me. So it's between either Etienne or White. What do you think, Rocco?
Are we to the point in the year where Teteroa McMillan's not a stud anymore? Because
you're right.
I feel like he's the most studly in this whole group. And ETN and Rashad White are super dangerous because they both got a couple of the worst matchups on the day at running back. I am interested in Romeo Romeo Dubes, as nasty and as disgusting as that sounds, if I would have said this before the season started, I would have I would have told you some weird stuff. JMO, I just don't trust at all. I just don't trust. I mean, he can get you 2 targets on the day.
Yeah.
So I just don't trust in that. When I have other options, he's more of a YOLO flex to me. So I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Tet, but I would definitely try to read into the reports because those hammies are tough, and he
That's what
could
he
be
said.
a decoy out there.
That's what Damien
So
said.
for me, it's either Dubs or Tet.
Yeah, he said he noted out the hamstring, and I did say in the intro that T Mac is very much active, but he has been bothered by a hamstring. So it's kind of, a little risk. You could throw him in there and be a complete dub, or he could throw him in there and he goes still completely off because he's going to be the number one facto in that offense. But I think if he plays, he'll get action for sure. So, but once again, happy birthday to you, player.
Hey, sorry about the Saints. They're not gonna treat you good today. Um, and Rico Dowdle may put up another 200 burger on us today.
We got fantasy nerd boy in the house.
What's up, nerd?
We
I'm
got
gonna make an appearance on Nerd Show at 11 Eastern.
yep.
11 Eastern? Yeah, 11
Yeah.
Eastern.
So catch us on Dynasty Degens for Degens Tailgate. Shout out to it. And then we got our boy Addy in the house. Morning boy. Chicago's got some weather this morning. We got Vidal or Manangai. Well, DeAndre Swift is playing. Well, it looks like he's expected. He is a true game time decision. It looks like when I'm looking at the last report on him. So hell, I still believe he's going to play. I hope he plays because I need that for my fantasy teams for sure, for sure. But the last thing they said is groin and a personal injury or personal reason. Don't really know what that is, but he is questionable, but he is expected to play. I would throw that. But here, I would go since Vidal has the San Francisco 49ers. And then Manungai, I still think Manungai has a role. I don't think you see what he did last week and just throw him to the gulag, the never lasting realm of never getting touches. So I still think he still gets touches. I still think he's still an important part of that offense. But I would probably, if we're talking about maximum touches, I would probably go Vidal here. But if they're to be devil's advocate, if Swift still plays but he's limited touches as well, then okay, I could be swinging for Manungai.
But how would you know? You would just get fucked. You wouldn't know if
Yeah,
he was gonna get
it's a
limited
risk either.
touches.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to be safe, the responsible answer would be Vidal. If you want to see potential like upside that they could have a real boom, Manungai. But to be safe, I'll go Vidal.
Yeah. If Swift plays, I'm gonna go with Vidal. That's the easiest answer I can give.
We got Degens. He says, "Baby boys, are we Swift or Travion?" Nah, Travion pissed me off. No, not okay. Travion's not pissing me off. Vrabel's pissing me off. Right? It's like he doesn't. I don't know what Travion did to him or why he doesn't want to play.
He
The
fucked his
guy,
wife.
right? He did something. He fondled something, and he just doesn't want to get that man touches because. But hell, whatever, bro. It's fantasy managers, fantasy owners. We're upset, but maybe he sees the vision. They're still playing well, but I would probably fire up Swift. That's a hard one because I still think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play hard, they play rough. So I probably still slide out with Swift there. I love my guy, go Dogs. You know how I'm playing. Rocco, which way you flowing with this one? Actually,
Uh,
hold on before you actually say your answer. Yes, we got that dub. Stop playing with us. We're still doing well. We do. My Georgia Bulldogs got that dub yesterday. Stop playing with us. We whooped their ass, Mississippi State ass. Whoa, hold on, I gotta get my sombrero.
what about the Cowboys though? Did they go get that dub today?
They don't play today.
Oh, I guess what they ain't gonna lose today then.
Stop playing with your college team sucks. I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and my Georgia Bulldogs ain't one. Stop playing with me. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, back to the grind.
Man,
What's your answer for
man,
this one, Rocco?
I think I'm gonna go YOLO and go Trevion. I mean, it's kind of infuriating that they brought some guy in from the plumbing services and Walmart to come in last week and take a significant part of the workload. But I'm gonna go Hendo. Man, when it's these personal situations, it's hard for me to trust into that. And he could be a late scratch. We don't know where his head's at.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I think he is going to come in and take work, and he's going to split with Manungai. But I think I'm gonna go with Hendo's split over Swift's split production. If that makes sense. You wearing that for the rest of the podcast?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm wearing the joint. I'm trying to wear it
that's
today
like
because I want to.
that's like your Puka wig.
It's better to wear like this way, right? But y'all
Man,
need to see them.
Halloween's
Y'all need to see
Halloween
what them
been
dogs
over
talking
with,
about.
bro.
You did.
Man,
I'm on
Halloween
one.
been fucking over, man.
I'm on one today. Stop playing with me. My Cowboys might be letting me down this season, but my Georgia Bulldogs, we stepping on shit.
That
Mm-hmm.
looked like what's that Mortal Kombat character that grabbed his hat and,
Yo,
and,
yo, yo.
and
I can't
flung it
remember
and,
his.
and decapitated people,
I know
but
who
with
you're talking about. I can't
bulldogs
remember
on
his
it.
name. Hey, hey, if you know who
Chat
we're talking
knows.
about, let us know because I know what he's talking about. I just can't remember
Chat
his name.
fucking knows. I think chat knows.
Mike Duke, good morning to your player. He says pick two: Parker Washington, DJ Moore, Tez Johnson, Darius Slayton. You know, I've seen plenty of people these last coming days pick up a good share of Parker Washington because BTJ is out. So you don't need somebody to go out there. But they've also acquired our guy, Myers, Jacoby Myers from the Raiders. So, hey, Parker Washington has actually played, and when he's gotten his share of targets, he's looked decent. So he says pick two as the Chicago Bears have the New York Giants. All right, I can work with that. Parker Washington has the Houston Texans. Tez Johnson has the New England Patriots, and then obviously Darius Slayton has, well, excuse me, has the Chicago Bears. I would probably, I love me some Tez. I feel like and where I was able to select him in draft has made me feel even better about the selection. But if I had to go full safe, DJ Moore, Tez Johnson, but I feel like Parker Washington could have a sneaky day. So I wouldn't even be mad at you if you went DJ Moore, Parker Washington. It's those combinations for me. What about you, Rocco?
Um, I will say, um, with my studs, DJ Moore is the most studly in this group. A lot of those guys are kind of dart throw Hail Mary type plays.
Mm,
Um, all that being said, Parker Washington could get the most touches in this crew. I'm not sure if there'll be, you know, bountiful touches.
mm.
Um, Tez Johnson's really interesting.
Short things.
That game, yeah, that game is in Tampa Bay, so that game has sneaky, maybe not even sneaky shootout potential. It has shootout potential. Tied for second highest over under on the day. And Godwin's not back.
Yeah.
Ibuka, we hope he's healthy, but Baker Mayfield's gonna need to throw that rock to hang with Baker Drake May. Sorry,
Yep.
and so he's very interesting to me. But at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna recommend the stud in this group, DJ Moore. He's in a plus matchup. Go with DJ
Yes.
Moore.
Start your studs. We say it every week.
But I am interested with Tez Johnson.
So DJ Moore and who is pick two. So you pick two? Is
Oh,
DJ
pick
Moore?
two. Yeah. It's DJ Moore and Tez.
All right,
DJ
bad.
Moore Tez
All right.
made it easy
Matt-
on me.
Maddie says better safe than sorry. Coach Drew is in that house. He said, "Good morning, players from the Himalayas. How you doodly? Good morning to you, Coach Drew, man. Hope you're doing well, guy, big guy. Yeah,
Raiden is the guy.
Raiden. Thank
Raiden,
you,
Raiden.
thank you. Coach Drew came into the clutch. Raiden, hell yeah.
Coach Drew knows.
I'm telling you, appreciate you, player. He says, big question today. One, wide receiver, Flowers, hey, dog, Shaheed getting traded to the Seahawks? Man, listen,
Oh,
he
I want for my
honestly,
boy.
if you didn't like him before, I would suggest you think changing up your tune now because he's in a, like Rocco just said, he was already a good player and now he goes into a better offense, a better quarterback situation than he had in New Orleans, and with a better, I believe, right now play caller, offensive coordinator. So I low key like me some Shaheed for the rest of the year. If you're asking me, I think he adds a lot of. I think he has another deep threat to their offense. Love that. But one wide receiver, Flowers, Shaheed, Juwan Jennings. Uh, we'll break this one up into sections. So we'll do one wide receiver, Rocco, Flowers, Shaheed, Juwan Jennings.
Um, I want to say Shaheed, and I feel like they may dial up a deep shot for him today. But also he has just switched teams. So it could take him a minute to kind of get in tune with the playbook. I do think they'll drop a deep shot for him, so he has an outside shot of getting the 50 burger today. But it's hard for me to buy into that target share. So for me, it's going to be either Jennings or Flowers. I'm gonna Flowers is infuriating. He is way more boom bust than he should
Yeah,
be
for
for
sure.
as good of a player as he is.
Sure.
But for me, I'm gonna start my stud there, and I'm gonna go with Flowers for that one.
And then, and if I would probably go because Zay Flowers, he has the Minnesota Vikings, and like Rocco pointed to, he is on a new team. But hell, you never know if they keep it very simple. You just need to get into his hands and make something work. But safe play, Zay Flowers. I think for a upside type where maybe he just gels with the team off rip, Shaheed. Then he asked one tight end, Gatson, Mark Andrews with Lamar Jackson, my QB1,
Guys,
Theo Johnson, Loveland. But damn, Loveland broke out, right? And Rocco's previous takes of Colston Loveland being the better receiver of, I'm not gonna say off bat because now it seems like I think they're very at this point side by side, where if you had Loveland ahead of Warren, I could see why now. Because boy, he had a big week, right? And then where, but and then we always just said just because of the amount of mouths in the offense, it was going to be hard to get touches. But damn, when Loveland was a featured piece, boy, was they cooking. So for me, it's hard. It seems like Mark Andrews is coming back into that peak. We always said before, even in the previous season last year, it takes a little time for him to get going. It was always slow, and I know last year he was in that car accident, so he started slow then. But Raven's been slow just to start this year, and then now they're starting to get things cooking up. He always towards the later years or end of the years starts cooking. I like Mark Andrews for the rest of the year because he's on playing in my fantasy teams, and I need him to actually be good. So maybe I need a little hope here. But one tight end, it's hard not to start Aronde Gatson at this point, right, Rocco?
yeah, I mean Gadsden is the number one option in that offense right now. So, yeah, the number one option for Justin Herbert led offense. Yeah, all day. And as far as Loveland, man, that was an awesome play. Really, really terrible defense by the Cincinnati Bengals. Like any one of three or four guys could have brought him to the ground
I'm
and
telling
put
you.
him down right where he's at. and instead they just, I don't know, they just tried to like launch at him and not wrap up. Terrible
Wrap up,
tackling
son.
and a awful defense by the Bengals. So let's see him do it against a non Mickey Mouse defense before we crown him. But it was very encouraging to see. Cole Kmet is back this week, so it's going to be hard to put that toothpaste back in the bottle on Loveland. But let's see if Cole Kmet gets any work. He's a solid tight end. Was and Mark Mandrews, man, he started off slow,
But he's
like he
cooking.
did last year. But last year he was one of the top tight end scorers in the second half of the season, and we could see more of that this year.
Hell yeah. And then to end off his question, one running back, he says Rashard White, Vidal, or Tracy with early game sitting Colts Texans. Okay, I guess. Oh, he also was asking about defense as well, I believe. Confirm with that. Confirm with me with that, Coach Drew. But if I'm looking at these one running backs, I would probably go. I hope Tyrone Tracy does some because goddamn, he didn't really do much last week. But I probably would still ride with Vidal here. But Rashard White was not a bad option either. I feel like when he still is very much evolved in the passing game, and I'm a little scared. I know this is a little side note from your question, but I'm a little scared with about Irving here, Bruce Irving, and him still being out. I feel like Bruce Irvin, yes, Bruce Irvin, having a little moment here, but I'm a little scared about his shoulder and him still being out. They're still being quiet about it, and sure, I feel like all owners. Good thing I don't have too much, but people killed me when I said that I wouldn't be trading for Irving just because of how it's those smaller guys, man. They get banged up, and yes, we seen it with A Chain a little bit, but
Who? Bruce Irving?
bro, that's right, bro. I feel like I feel like I'm butchering his name, bro. That's
Who are you talking about?
the
Bucky
running
Irving?
Irving, huh? But thank you,
Bucky?
Bucky. God damn it.
Fuck is Bruce Irvin?
I was
He's
about.
talking
I
about the
didn't
old
think
defensive, what a
it.
defensive end, huh?
No,
Bruce Irvin.
bro. I was like, bro. I was like, that don't sound right, bro.
Man, that was a straight drugs take.
Oh shit, that's funny as hell.
What you
Hey,
got in your water
bro,
bottle?
I knew it started with a B, bro, and it was messing me up.
What you got? Tequila in your water bottle?
Right, listen, it's been a long day, a long week. And that's why we didn't shoot during the week. I was away at a on a job trip, so for one actually day, I was up for almost 24 hours. So it was a long week, just catching up on rest. So excuse me, but I would probably go Vidal here. How about you, Rocco?
Oh, man, I'm gonna
But I want Tracy to do
say
something. I want Tracy to do something.
I'm gonna say I've been nervous about Tyrone Tracy. He hasn't really fired since Cam Scatterboo, rest in peace. Um, like my man Romeo Dobbs said about said, said about Tucker Craft. I feel the same about Cam Scatterboo, but I think this week is Tyrone Tracy's time to shine.
He's going to
He
hopefully.
has one of the best matchups on the week. The Bears basically can't stop anybody. Um, so I think it's going to be Tyrone Tracy week. And we got one more defensive question down here at the bottom for Coach Drew.
I'll let you hit that one off.
Sitting on Colts Texans. What's the matchup? I'm kind of just
Oh yeah, I
looking at
got you.
it right
So Colts,
here.
the Colts, they are playing the Atlanta Falcons, and then the Texans have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, so that's the early international game.
No, no,
Uh,
yes, yep, correct. So
um,
they go here in the next 30
I
minutes.
think I'm gonna go with the Texans. The Texans have a 37.5 over under. Jacksonville's all of the offensive weapons have totally departed that team with BTJ and Mr. Heisman himself sitting on the bench, Travis Hunter. So they're going to be relying on Parker Washington and a newly arrived Jacoby Myers. And Vegas kind of kind of agrees with those sentiments with a 37.5 over under. I think that's got to be the lowest over under on the week. The Colts and Falcons have more shootout potential because we know the Colts are going to score points, forcing the Falcons to score points, even though the Falcons do have a respectable defense. Hopefully, we get points in this international game and not another faux Thursday type game
Yeah, that was
this
so
morning.
ass, bro. I
Show
read.
starting in about 30 minutes.
Can we talk on a little bit on that before I give a little bit of note and how boring that Thursday night game was? It really,
Man,
God
man, I
damn.
think I think we were spoiled because some of the early games this year in prime time essentially were really good barn burner types. But some of these recent prime time games, international, especially Thursday, I'm looking at you. Man, I'm gonna have to find a new hobby on Thursdays because NBA needs to start having games on Thursdays because I can only hate watch so much football and watch my fantasy players score shit.
I'm telling you.
Um, and a quick aside, one of the things I did, which hopefully doesn't come back to kick me in the ass, is I saw that Harold Fannin popped up on the injury report
Mm.
midweek. I think it was a hammy, and that shit made me nervous. So I said, fuck, got a decision to make. Let me slide in Evan Ingram because he's the only other tight
Oh
end that I have instead
no.
of being stuck on Sunday with nobody to
Uh,
go. Slid that fucker in, 4 points, even in
uh,
tight end premium. I think it was four fucking points.
oh
So
shit.
yeah, it's like, man, if you could avoid those Thursday matchups, do so. Unless it's just two awesome offensive teams. If there's any question, get your guys out of there because it is not pretty. Bo Nix less than 10 points. Um, J.K. Dobbins less than 10 points.
Ain't got hurt.
Fuck, fucked up his ankle, hip drop. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. You're fucking up my people. I
No,
believe
bro.
it was it a hip drop that took
Yes,
out my
yes.
boy
I
Scatterboo.
saw it. It looked like it was a hip drop for sure. For sure, it was a hip
Wasn't
drop.
it a hip drop for Scatterboo as well?
It looked even that because the boy hopped on his back like a goddamn chimpanzee. Shit was crazy, but he
What
was.
ha- what like what's happened to wrapping guys up and tackling like you're supposed to? And this is why people get hurt so bad. In today's age, they're bringing so much safety in, but this fucking hip drop is taking out fantasy players left and right, and
Nasty word.
they need to get rid of this shit. People that keep on doing this need to get suspended for multiple games. Get them the fuck out of here,
He
because
tweeted
I,
about it
I
actually.
need I need my
He
fuck
tweeted about
fuck
it. He was
fuck
like
that guy.
either
Whoever did that shit, fuck that guy.
he was like either ban it or call it.
Yeah, yeah, ban it. Fucking start suspending people because you're fucking with my fantasy. All my people that get hurt really, really, really bad with this technique.
But we got TSB World and like, share, and subscribe. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. It's a wonderful Sunday to be alive, a wonderful Sunday to get a dub today, and a wonderful Sunday to be a Georgia motherfucking Bulldog fan. Stop playing with me.
I don't college, so congratulations.
Appreciate you. But he says, need a super flex quarterback. So, hey, man, this is right down your alley, Rocco. Tyler Shug or Davis Mills. I'm down bad. You are down bad with the motherfucking
Oh
options.
shit! I almost lost my coffee just now.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, player. But it is. You are down bad. It's a tough week for your player. But
bruh,
if you're having
bruh.
to ask me between Tyler Shug, who is going against the Carolina Panthers, and then Davis Mills, who is going against the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm gonna let my Saints fan right here take the answer on this one.
Not Chuck. Not Chuck. Man, this just feels to me, and I've been wrong plenty this season. on my Saints. As soon as I feel confident in anything they're doing, they kick me right in the nuts. Um, but this feels like a Rico Dowdle game. So if you look at last week, the Saints had a record low time of possession last week. I think Rico Dowdle is going to do more of the same today to my Saints. So there's not going to be plenty of
Yeah,
opportunities
Rocco.
for
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck to do anything. Um, right now, all I'm looking for is a little flash of something exciting. I am not. I am content with losing all of the rest of the games because I can't see them favored in any of the games for the rest of the season. This team is very poorly managed from the top down. So
I
I
mean,
am not risking my fantasy football success this Sunday on Tyler Shuck. And you just so happen to have Davis Mills. You were fortunate to get him. You probably picked him up off of waivers, but he does have, according to Josh Larkey's chart that I just pulled up, and shout out to him, man. He has like one of the best matchup charts out there. If you're not following him, go follow him. This is free advertising. But um, Davis Mills has the second best matchup on the day. Even though it's nasty and
hmm.
disgusting, I would feel better about putting Davis Mills against Jacksonville instead of whatever the Saints are doing.
And we have Moon Dog. Good morning to you. Ain't nothing but a Moon Dog. Okay. PPR need one wide
Okay.
receiver. Hey, listen, I got listen. Put me on America Got Time now. Stop playing with
what
the
you
shit.
what you got in that cup today?
Hey, dog, I'm off that shit. I'm telling
That ain't
you.
that ain't that ain't no clear liquid in
He
there.
said that's Grey Goose, baby.
The goose make it get loose.
You feel me? PPR need one wide receiver. Stephon Diggs, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, or Tetaroria McMillan. Tetaroria has the hamstring, but I would actually love him here. I still actually still love him here. Garrett Wilson is back this week, and shoot, they just traded for Adonai Mitchell. We got our boy, or my boy Mason Taylor, still having a good or having a really solid year, and they kept Brees Hall. I know that probably pissed him off because he was trying to get the hell up out of there. But you need one wide receiver. Stephon Diggs, once again, he has the matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. So, but he has been fairly decent this year. I would say even above decent. Chris Olave, I feel like gets ton of targets. Whether he converts on those or not, is really up week by week. But I know always the target is going to be there, and even with Rashid now gone, I think that even throws more targets to him and Jawan Johnson. So
Wow.
I would feel comfortable about starting Chris Olave here. And then, but we always say start your studs. And even though Garrett Wilson is just coming off an injury, wouldn't he be your top wide receiver out of this whole list right now, Rocco?
He's the most studly on this list. And Olave doesn't have the best matchup today. Let me just see
Yep.
something. Just bear with me.
So, hey man, honestly like I don't know, man. You're making it hard. I probably would go Garrett Wilson just because we always say start your studs, but the targets for Chris Olave makes it a very sexy pick right there.
Yeah, I mean Chris Olave should get uh, the mountain load of targets. I don't know, how better to put that. He is going up against J.C. Horn today, who the Saints just
Crap.
traded there. What's that?
He's in a seatbelt. That JC Horn a seatbelt. That boy,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So that's a tough matchup, and there is like not much for the Saints. Besides Chris Olave, now that Rashid Shaheed is out of town and has gone to a better place. Let's just say that. Um, this could be a weird spot for Jawan Johnson. I mean, he puts up numbers. You just don't want to actually see him play because you'll be disgusted with what you have in your lineup. But he, at the end of the day, he will, scam his way to 15 tight end premium points. But that's not the question here. I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson. He's the most studly in this group. Tetairoa McMillan has me a little nervous with the hamstring, the midweek hamstring, that we just don't know how is that's going to play out. Um, Diggs is also interesting in what could be a shootout environment. But I think I'm gonna hold my nose and go with Garrett Wilson. He's gonna get all of the targets. He does have a tough matchup against the Browns, but he is your stud. Just keep an eye on those injury reports. Sorry, and make sure he's 100.
And we have good morning to you. And I'm going to try to say your name and don't kill me for it. In 10, C Dopey 76.
I
Am
feel
I
like
good?
that's like one word or one name, and you just gotta say it kind of fast.
And see,
Intensa, dopey,
Intense Adobe.
like
I'm with it.
intense,
I'm like,
dopey.
I'm with it. Good morning to you, though.
76, man.
Hope you're doing
But my
well.
old my old king's older than me.
He
If that's
says,
your
start
if that's
one
your
bench.
year of birth.
Oh, hold on. Start one, bench two, cut one. I need a kicker for the week. All right. Rome, he says Roma Dunze, Travis Etienne, Diggs, and Sutton. Kickers on waivers are Tyler Loop, Cam Little, Harrison Mevis, or Mevis. I would go Mevis. PPR 10-man league, 4 bench. Ew, brother. 10 league. This is why that shit makes me want to throw up just reading that, my guy. But he needs to start one, bench two. I would say start Roma Dunze because you have to, honestly, at this point, even though he keeps letting you down. But the target's going to keep. I feel like it depends on the week. He is going against the New York Giants. I like that matchup. So start Roma Dunze, bench Diggs, and oh, you got to cut one of these fellas. Ooh. Yeah, start Roma Dunze. You can't cut Travis Etienne. And I feel like you can't cut Cameron Sutton either. So I guess out of that trio, you cut Diggs, and then you go pick up your.
This is I'm sorry. I was curious as to who Harrison Mevis was. I thought you were talking about Harrison Butker, but apparently this is a big boy kicker,
Oh
the
shit.
thicker kicker, if you will.
Okay.
So I just saw this and I wanted to share this, but let me get that off my screen in
I
case
might,
in
I
case you
might have
didn't
to.
know.
I might have to roll out with the just roll out with the big boy. You know what I mean? Just for the
Thick.
fun of it, for the culture. You feel me? Just for the culture. But Cam Little looks like the 15th ranked kicker for this week. But they're going against the Houston Texans. They might just he could have a decent day because I don't see the Jaguars very much scoring on them too much. So they would have to just get into range. We just seen that this boy has a hell of a leg. So Cam Little, Tyler Loop. I will probably go Tyler Loop here, if I'm being honest with you. But what do you think, Rocco?
Man, I'm going with Mevis just for the vibes.
Just for the vibes,
For
man.
for all my chunky kings like myself, I'm gonna go with Mevis. Cam Little, all you have to do is get him to fucking the 50-yard line, and he can smash that thing in. But against the Houston Texans, I'm gonna just for the fuck of it, I'm going with Mevis.
Don't kill me, TSB. I know. Bruce Irvin, I know, dog. I know it's Berkey, but I know it was Bucky, man. I know I messed my whole stuff
But did
up.
you did you answer the start one, bench one,
Yeah,
cut one?
yeah. I said start Roma Dunze. I said and then bench Travis Etienne and what was it, Cameron Sutton and cut Diggs.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with start Rome, bench Diggs, and cut Travis Etienne.
I like it.
What is it,
Yeah,
Bruce? Bruce? Bruce?
yeah. I know, man. It got me, man. But we have J.K. but J. Keith. I like it. 420. Yeah, I know that Joe says Keith. 420. Yes, sir. Stop playing with him. Howdy doodly. Pick one wide receiver and one flex. Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Khalil Shakir, Rico Dowdle, or Swift. Definitely have to go with Nico Collins still could have a decent day, even though he doesn't have his starting quarterback this week. I would start Garrett Wilson for out of the wide receivers, and then for your flex, roll with that boy Rico Dowdle. He's going to have a day. He's going to be killer, and I think we saw last week he's getting majority of the touches going forward. So feel safe, feel good about starting Rico Dowdle in your lineups. What about you, Rocco?
Yeah, I think this one's easily Nico Collins. I love Garrett Wilson. I do not love his matchup. I do not love that he's coming off of injury. So in this grouping, I want to go with Nico Collins, who has one of the better matchups against Jacksonville today. And the second part of this for flex, so you could flex any of these guys. Man, we didn't think we were going to be saying this to start the season, but Uncle Rico
Uncle Rico, Freaky Rico.
has, been the league winner. So hopefully you have made a trade for him. I would be scouring the teams
Like Luffy.
that suck that have him, and I would send a second right away and get him before your competition does.
We got our guy in the our boy in the
Euroballa
house.
knows.
From bro with the rating half from Mortal Kombat. You know you hip. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. He says, "What's up, fellas?" And we'll read this last comment and then we'll cut to league champ. I was thinking Tracy or Manungai. I would go Tracy just because DeAndre Swift is in this week. What about you, Rocco?
Um, yeah. This is like the last opportunity that I'm gonna give Tyrone Tracy because it's not gonna
Give it
get
a
better
last.
than this. He has one of the best matchups today for a running back against the Bears. So yeah, it's time for him to fucking show out because he is not doing a great job replacing my guy Cameron Scattaboo. So unless Swift is a last second scratch, and I would take this right up to game time. And
And
if that's the case, I'm putting in Manungai. But if Swift plays, Tracy.
And we're going to cut to our good friends at League Champ and our guy Addy, where you can win a free NFL jersey every week by being the top ranker. Let's get to it. And we are
Yeah,
back. We are back. We are back at it. And once again, good morning to everybody. Hope you're doing
man,
well.
that shit
And
gets me hype, man.
I'm telling you,
Every time I listen to that, I think, man, I got Addy from Chicago, got the trap music. I'm ready for uh, Chief Keef to do the vocals on this one, and let's take it to the moon.
let's take it to the moon. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. You can find a link to our free Discord where you can ask us our fantasy football advice. and our great community that we have. Shout out to everyone that has joined as of late. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Blue Sky. You can find us on TikTok. Come tap in with this family and appreciate all the support that you get. Everyone gives. But getting back to these questions, we have Michael in the house. Regime, welcome back, player. Full PPR, flex, Parker Washington, or Woody Mox. Are we believing in Woody Mox now? Are we a full advocate of Woody Mox? It's hard to take. It's for me and Rocco. Let me know if you feel the same way. For me, it is hard to trust Woody Marks every week because it seems like Nick Chubb starts to disappear a little bit and then he's back. And then they give Woody Marks some touches and then they give away the touches. So, full PPR, I'm probably rolling with Parker Washington here. What do you think, Rocco?
Yeah, I think Parker Washington can kind of PPR scam his way past Woody Marks. We just don't have a clear don't have a clear understanding of how Houston is gonna weekly deploy uh, Nick Chubb and Woody Marks, and in a game where they should be favored in, I feel like they're gonna lean towards Nick Chubb. I'm not really a fan of Parker Washington, but I mean, who are they going to throw the ball to? He's definitely has 5 catches for 50 yards written all over him, and I'm going to take what I feel like is a safe 10-point floor with him.
I like it, Rocco. We have Rav B 1980 in the house. Good morning to you, top shotter. Hope you're
And
doing well.
if you're new here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It helps us grow this channel and bring more content to you guys and
Yes.
gals.
Appreciate the support always. He says, morning, guys. Morning back to you. I need two wide receiver, two running back, one flex, full PPR. Pittman, Dobbs, J-Mo, Christian McCaffrey, White, Tracy, Monty, Vidal, Aaron Jones. Two wide receivers. Mm, two wide receivers. I honestly have to roll with Pittman. It's hard to. I and from last year with the broken back. Now he's doing absolutely wonders with top shotter also this year, Daniel Jones. So Pittman definitely has to be one, and I would have to go Dobbs as I feel like he has a higher floor, but JMO has higher potential, right? But upside wise, he could boom, but it would need to be in the first like 3 catches because he's not a target guy. And you said full PPR, I believe, and he's not a guy who's going to get you a lot of receptions. I just feel like in this offense, and it could change if he went somewhere else, but in this offense, he's not getting many targets that way. So for me, those two wide receivers would be Pittman and Romeo Dobbs. Two running backs, definitely got to start Christian McCaffrey, and I would probably because Detroit has the Washington Commanders. This sounds like a great Monty kind of day to me. So I wouldn't be mad with you. I think Gibbs and Monty are going to have a day against the Commanders defense. And but Aaron Jones actually popped out last week. Rocco, it's surprisingly, I believe he had like 15 points, and he was a very big participant in the receiving game. I wouldn't be mad. My first picks would be for running back Christian McCaffrey and Monty. But I wouldn't be mad with you if you went Eric Jones' way because he actually had a role even with Mason back there. But Vidal is also a nice little touch too. But I'm rolling with Christian McCaffrey and Monty here. What about you, Rocco? One flex too.
Okay.
Oh, throw fucking Aaron Jones and Vidal in there. Fuck it, hell yeah.
I'm gonna make this really simple. I'm going with CMC and Monty. Start your studs. I'm gonna go with Pittman and Dubes. I don't trust JMO getting enough targets weekly to justify starting him weekly if you have other options. And flex, I'm gonna go with Tyrone Tracy because this is your last chance, your one opportunity Not miss your chance to blow this week.
This opportunity only comes once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Rocco with the buzz, the Eminem reference today. But no referral, Tyrone Tracy. Don't fuck up, bro. Don't piss me off today,
You
bro.
got your opportunity. This is why we've been rostering you. If you can't show out this week and redraft, you're almost droppable.
Jay Simpson, 29. Good morning to you. Full PPR, pick two. Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Jawan Jennings. Uh,
Why?
also, Jags, Ravens, or Bucks defense. Full PPR, pick two. Going Garrett Wilson. And I would go. I mean, I don't like picking players on the same team. That's that's the part that kind of makes me a little worried. And they're going against the Cleveland Browns defense that actually has been pretty solid. They're strongest part of that team this year. So I definitely don't want to start two New York Jets players, but maybe Brees Hall plays a little. He has a little chip on his shoulder, even though he wanted to get the hell up out of there. But Garrett Wilson being back, and let's see what Adonai Mitchell does for that Jets offense too. Sounds like they knew that they didn't have no type of receivers out there, so they trying. And it's not like Adonai Mitchell lacks talent, right, Rocco? He makes a lot of bonehead plays, aka dropping the fucking ball at the 1 yard line. But I digress. You feel me? So maybe that having a good or another solid wide receiver on the other hand helps out Garrett Wilson. It helps out Mason Taylor. It helps out Brees Hall and one of my favorite players just to watch is Justin Fields. But I would always say start to studs. So Garrett Wilson and Juwan Jennings is going against the Los Angeles Rams. He could. Yeah, their number. That's also another tough defense. I think here I might have to break my rule and just say fuck it, start Brees and Garrett Wilson, and then and then your defense. I would say go ahead and start the Baltimore Ravens go against the Minnesota Vikings, and boy did excuse me, uh, McCar. I'm forgetting his boy McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy?
Thank you, JJ McCarthy. He was actually pretty solid. So I know a lot of people were worried about him coming back. Would he look decent? He tore that field up. So he might turn the Ravens defense into Swiss cheese today. So I would probably roll with the Bucks defense just because they are going against damn, Drake May's killing it too. You're in a tough predicament, my playboy. I'm gonna let Rocco take this one. I don't even want to answer it. Rocco, you take this one. I trust you.
I called out an audible to our guy Chef Dewar Sanders via text message. I was thinking Ravens, but he likes the Jags with CJ Stroud out and Davis Mills in. So for me, it's either the Jags or Ravens, and I'm gonna side with the guy that has his own defense and kicker show. If you haven't caught that, please do. It's awesome. I think it's on the Player Profiler Network, but give that a look see if you haven't, because they break down the best plays on defense and kicker, not the obvious ones. Obviously, we're talking about people you can go right now and pick up off of waivers to help you get the win. So shout out to them. But he says Jags, so I'm gonna roll with Jags.
Roll with Jags.
And as far as the pick two, man, I know I say every week I say start your studs, but can you possibly start two Jets
I'm saying I
against
know
the
it's
dominant
disgusting.
Cleveland Browns defense? I gotta stick Jennings in there, and then you gotta figure out who you want to start, Brees or Garrett. Garrett has the slightly better matchup, and they may be forced to pass at some point. So I'm gonna hold my nose and go with Garrett and Jennings on this one.
And if you haven't started your lineups, you literally have 3 minutes before the Falcons and Indianapolis Colts game kicks off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, bro. When I opened up my eyes, I opened up my app and I said, "Fuck!
Yeah,
I got a lot of people that's out today. I need to make some movements
yeah.
in all these leagues." That took about at least 30 minutes.
So go ahead and hop on that. But appreciate you tuning in, Jay Simpson. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, player. Thank you for the support. Coach Drew says, "Good looking out, fam. Always my guy, and always appreciate our insight. Let's get them dubs.
It's not West Side, that's wins.
As eat a dub today, player." James Robertson, good morning to you, player. Caleb Williams or Matt Stafford, thanks. Both have solid matchups today. And I know Caleb Williams doesn't always make it look sexy, but the matchup is matching today against the New York Giants. And then Matthew Stafford has the San Francisco 49ers, but Puka looked good in his return last week. Devontae Adams continues to be a touchdown magnet, touchdown just guru at this point. He's been one of my favorite players to watch grow and play out through his career and have honestly a Hall of Famer. Could even say maybe potentially a first ballot. But he asks Caleb Williams or Matthew Stafford. And that really comes down to honestly who can give me like who do I see having a big like a how would you say like the touchdown throw the most touchdowns. And if you ask me that question, I would probably say Matthew Stafford. Once again, go dogs. Always going to root. Can never root against my guy there. But Caleb Williams does have a pretty decent, I would say, a top 12 matchup. The upside is there, but I do like Matthew Stafford. I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford. What about you, Rob?
I mean, Stafford's been mashing weekly, so I'm gonna go with Stafford until he gives me reason to not start him. Um, you know, let's not get it twisted. Caleb Williams boom weeks have been QB1 boom weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also the Giants. I mean, the Giants present a good matchup. Their secondary isn't the greatest, but they do have a really good front seven. But regardless of matchups, I think I'm gonna go with Stafford, even though it doesn't look pretty when you look at the two names side by side. Stafford just you can be confident that he's gonna fucking put up numbers week in and week out, and he may still get to 5,000 yards this year. My bold prediction to start the
Hell
season.
yeah. And honest, and once again, they're really close. I would say if I was doing, I didn't do rankings this week. Once again, I was on a work trip, so I didn't really have time. But I would say Matthew Stafford has a top 10. I would say he's inside that top 10 of matchups or QBs for the week. And then Caleb Williams would probably be at that 10 or 11th spot. So I would like Rocco said, we're rolling with Matthew Stafford. We have again, good morning to you. And I don't know if it's Ishan or Ishhan, SS41. But good morning to you.
I think that's Ishan.
Ishan, I like it.
If I fucked it up, it's okay. I'm sorry.
Ishan, we like to get names over here correct. We'll try to
Where
get
you?
names correctly. So
What is that name? What is that name? Is what nationality is that name? That's a cool name.
yes, sir. But he says, or they say, full PPR need a wide receiver, tight end, and flex between Teteroy McMillan, Josh Downs, Arondé Gatson, Tyler Warren. You got some studs in this list, my boy. Okay. DJ Moore and Loveland can play a tight end in the flex spot, by the way. Thank you for that added note. Man, full PPR need a wide receiver and tight end and flex. It's hard. Is it crazy to have two tight ends in this spot? Because I still love Tyler Warren here against the Falcons, and I like Arondé Gatson. Shout out to our boy Chev. It's hard to sit him. You can't sit him honestly. You have to start him. Rory McMillan has the hamstring. I still like him though. and then Josh Downs once again against the Falcons. I would go. Damn, you have to choose a wide receiver. I bet. Cool. Then give me. I guess safe pick would be DJ Moore, but I like Tetairoa McMillan with the matchup, so I probably would roll Tetairoa McMillan for my wide receiver. My tight end, that is so damn hard, bro. You asking me to pick between Tyler Warren and Aronde Gatson, and then Tyler Warren ends up having a solid matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. Mm, Aronde Gatson, I probably have to go with Aronde Gatson. I hate to say that, but Aronde Gatson is the number. He's like the guy, right? So yeah, Aronde Gatson for me there, and then you can flex. You can throw a tight end in your flex. Then go ahead and throw a Tyler Warren in that flex, playboy. Hell yeah, best of both worlds. What about you, Rocco?
All right, so wide receiver, tight end, flex. Your wide receivers are Tet, Aroa, McMillan. He hates Tet, so I'll give him that grace. We got Tet Aroa, Downs, and DJ Moore. I'm gonna hold my nose and go Tetaroa right there. Even though the hamstring does scare me, he's just a little more studly than the other guys. Second would probably be DJ Moore, and I'm gonna agree with you. Throw those two tight ends in there.
I like it. Moving on. Back to our guy. He's asked Baker or Justin Fields, and y'all nailed it.
His name.
Love it. Baker or Justin Baker or Justin.
Intensidope.
I Baker would be higher in my rankings this week, and he would be higher in my rankings basically for all season. If you're honest,
The answer is not Justin Fields.
yes,
Not.
basically.
Never. If you have
But
other options, yes.
still like my guy, and once again, they're going against the Cleveland Browns, who have a tough
Don't do it.
defense. While
Don't do it.
the New England Patriots also have a tough defense as well. The matchup isn't too sexy. I still will roll with Baker, and Baker we trust for sure, for sure.
Easy.
AZM TN man. AZM TN man. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. What up? What up? Good morning to you. Need one. Addison, Otten, Parker, Washington. I would roll with Addison here. What about you, Rocco?
Yeah. I can't. I can't attempt the pronunciation. But before that, I have an announcement to make. I was just speaking with our guy Chev. He helped me out with the defensive question, and it looks like we may do a collaboration for next week's Sunday show. If everybody is down, we may even get our guy Ben McCown, injury extraordinaire specialist, onto the show. So it may be a quad box come next week.
Quad box coming.
Yes, it could be a quad box. So that's very exciting. And we'll be super happy to bring those guys and their extraordinary levels of ball knowledge to this program. But AZ, I'm just going to call you AZ. I can usually pronounce names pretty well, but you got too many conflicting letters in there. So I don't want to fuck it up. So Addison, not Otten. Definitely never Otten.
Not the answer.
Addison. Easy. Addison. Addison is breaking out right before our very eyes. I know it's a little scary with JJ McCarthy, but him and Addison have a great relationship, have a great chemistry, and I would not feel bad at all about jamming Addison into my lineup.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you all.
And if you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps with the algorithm. Jump into Discord. We love to help people, win championships. Even if you're playing me, I'll still give you advice. You might not trust it, but I'll still give you good advice.
Yeah, always rooting for everybody that comes in this week because everybody want to get a dub. Unless you're going against me, I'm still going to give you some advice, but I still want the dub. You feel me?
Yeah, we can trust your advice if we playing you.
And like Addy said right here, best Discord in the game. We are coming alive. We're coming, we're building a solid foundation. And
We're
I know we
coming. We're
didn't
coming over everything.
we for real though. But for real though, I think I just want to take some time just to celebrate. We did last week or November 1st, we hit a year of Fourth and Fantasy. Thank you everybody who has one tapped in with us, viewed us, engaged with us, join the Discord, whatever is on. Hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on TikTok, conversated anything just about football, man. We didn't even think at this year point of time that we would be at this spot, and we're still trying to grow. We're still trying to add more value to what we can for the show and just keep bringing the vibes. So it's been one hell of a year. Thank you to everyone. And Rocco, do you have anything about that for that one?
Uh, yeah, man. Thanks for rocking and rolling with us. I just saw a big Jonathan Taylor play, and he fumbled at the end, but the Colts retained possession. So let's stop doing that. Fumbling. Oh, it was a pass catch actually. No, thank you everybody for rocking and rolling with us. Here's to another great year. Sharing our growth and grow those wins in the fantasy realm.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure, for sure. LM, we're just gonna do LM. All right, LMCQ711. Good morning to you. Full PPVR. One running back, one flex. Woody Marks, Tracy, Kincaid, Quentin Johnson. I actually have Kincaid. I had to roll with him this week. And one of my lineups, one running back, one flex. I would go Tracy over Marks. And then for your flex, Quentin Johnson has the San Francisco 49ers. He came back, but it's hard to trust
Wait,
him.
wait, wait. Quentin Johnson as the 49ers? I thought the Rams were playing the 49ers.
No. 49ers have the Los Angeles. Oh yeah, you're right, right. My fault. Uh but them both playing in LA messed me up. Looking at, I'm trying to find. There we go. But they gotta change that. Found them. They're going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you, Rocco.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh, the Steelers defense actually looked like shit last week. Basura. Okay. Hold on.
Steelers?
Hold on. Actually, never mind. I take that back. They can't. They won last week.
Man, I think you need to reload some of that tequila.
Hey, bro. Listen. It's been a long week, and trying to get tapped back in is crazy. But I'm trying. And while I
I think
say
it's
it,
the rain hat that's fucking you up.
while I'm saying it, I'm having like the flashbacks to this particular plays, so that's my fault. But Quentin Johnson, I think, or it's hard to trust him every week, but it's also hard to trust Kincaid. But he still seems like a featured part of the offense just because of their wide receivers aren't outside of Khalil Shakir aren't really doing much. That makes my Keon Coleman shares kind of cry. But with them going against the Miami Dolphins, you would agree, Rocco, they are buttermilk buns, Swiss cheese. He could have a day, so I wouldn't be upset starting Dalton Kincaid here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this one's easy in my mind. And if Tracy face plants this week, some of these takes are going to look
Roll 'em up.
really bad
Mm.
come next week. But this is his chance to shine once again. So I'm gonna go with Tracy. I'm not trusting QJ. He got injured and immediately lost his spot in the target share pecking order. So he's out until he proves he can be back in. Kincaid is the number one option in that offense. So I'm gonna go with Dalton Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid and Tyrone Tracy. Don't let us down, player from the Himalayas. We've been trying to for hold it down for you. You have the opportunity. Yes, Cam Scatterbo, if he was still around, you would not be getting none of these touches. But now that he is out, you need to take prime advantage of this opportunity, my guy.
Yeah, And we're about to wrap it up. We're getting close to the bottom of the comments here. If y'all have any last second questions y'all want to throw in there, I know a lot of you guys and gals are jumping into this football game. So, if y'all going to watch the game, we're going to watch the game as well. We got
Sure.
one more question. And if you have any questions left, get them in before we cut the show.
And catch us as we are doing also a start and sit with our boy Fantasy Nerd Boy on Dynasty Degens for the Degens tailgate. So you can also catch us later there at 11 Eastern. Shout out to our guy Fantasy Nerd Boy, always a good guy, always a good fellow, and we're always happy to talk ball with you, my guy. But Drew, PN2E. He adds Kamara, Jordan Mason. Well, I'm not definitely not going Jordan Mason. Either Cardinals running back or other for running back. Bro, that is ass. I don't know how to feel about this count. I guess Kamara, and you keep hoping that he has a week, but I feel like I'm losing confidence. And I saw a tweet actually. They were like, name a player that you would never draft again. And it was a picture of Alvin Kamara. So I thought that shit was kind of funny. But with Aaron Jones back, Jordan Mason's role has been cut very tremendously. He's not having those same games that he was. And Aaron Jones is very much taking over the receiving reps. So I would have to keep rolling with Alvin Kamara here. The Cardinals do have the Seattle Seahawks defense, and that's not something I want to start against. And then with Jordan Mason, they have the Baltimore Ravens, who are playing better these last couple weeks.
Man,
So what? so I would say Kamara. Keep riding with Kamara here.
man, like if we would have I remember talking about Kamara in the offseason. I didn't really trust the offense at all. And basically, I got rid of most of my AK. But with Aaron Jones back against the Baltimore Ravens, whose defense looks like it's finally starting to turn the corner after being basura early in the
Basura.
season. Basura. The Cardinals, last week they had Amari DiMarcado closing out the game. So, like, do we even know who's going to be, like, the actual running back to have week to week? It could be Bam Knight. It could be Michael Carter. Even Mario DiMarcado after his ridiculous fumble at the goal line. He's back in play. So, I'm not investing in that situation unless I'm truly, truly desperate, which this guy is close to being. So I'm gonna go with Kamara. He's got the best profile out of these guys. He hasn't done jack shit all season. I hope that he can do something today so I can bust out my Alvin Kamara jersey that I won from being a winner at league champ. Shout out to them. But I haven't been able to bust it out because he's playing good. It's more of a nostalgia thing. But hopefully he can have a good game this week. Quick note: if you want a real dart throw today, if you have nothing and you need to just go to waivers and pick somebody up because you have shit for options, um, and you may not want to start him this week, but he is active. And I'm talking about, like, if you have nothing, pick this guy up. Audric Estime is on the 53-man roster today, and he has the best profile as a hammerback for the Saints. So the Saints could get fucking shut out today. Like, don't get it twisted. They may do nothing, but it's interesting as far as a guy that you can pick up basically for free. Even in deep dynasty leagues, he's still available in some, not ones that I'm in because I already picked him up, but ones that I'm not in. Pick him up and just see what happens because he is a talented back and he has the best profile for being that hammer back that they sorely need. So he can find his way into first and second down carries and possibly goal line work going forward. If it's not Taysom Hill, of course.
And we'll answer these last questions from Jose. Good morning to you. We were just about to get up out of here, but we'll go ahead and answer your questions real quick. Play it, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for tapping in today. These will be the last questions we answer as we're about to start tuning into this game.
Oh,
But
fumble,
Jose
a
asked,
penis fumble,
who? Oh, did he? Fuck.
a penis fumble.
Damn it, man. So
He
he's
fumbled with the wang.
Jose as at running back. I have Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift, Derrick Henry, Trevion Henderson, Monangai, Tracy, and Rashad White. Who should I start? Need three. Need three. I would go Saquon Barkley, of course, Derrick Henry, of course, and DeAndre Swift over Tyrone Tracy. But I guess if you want to keep believing in Travion Henderson, even though he's damn near been sent to the goddamn gulag by Vrabel at this point, I don't know. But start three: Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, DeAndre Swift, and then before we go to his next question, I'll let you do that one, Rocco.
Yeah, Barkley, easy. Henry, I got to keep starting him because he's fucking Derrick Henry. So the last one, I'm gonna go. For me, it's either Hendo or Tracy. I think I'm gonna go with Hendo today.
I like it. At wide receiver, he asks Khalil Shakir, Keenan Allen, Puka Nakua, or AJ Brown. I would go need three: Puka Nakua, Khalil Shakir, Keenan Allen. Easy money. AJ, I guess AJ Brown is AJ Brown back. I mean,
Jonathan fucking Taylor, touchdown.
of course it is. Let's see. What's the update? AJ Brown is expected to play week 10.
He's
Okay.
been practicing in full the last two practices, so he's playing.
Start your studs. AJ Brown, Puka Nakua, and Khalil Shakir. How about you, Rocco?
Yeah, that reminds me of that meme where they got like seven soldiers and they got the clown in the middle. When you
Mm-hmm.
say start your studs with Puka Nakua and AJ Brown, and then he's trying to pigeonhole Shakir in there.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the matchups with Shakir and Allen?
Shakir, uh, Shakir has the Miami Dolphins. Keenan Allen has the Pittsburgh Steelers. Puka Nakua has the San
Well,
Francisco.
yeah, no, my bad. I'm always starting Nakua and AJ Brown. So Shakir Allen with me. I'm gonna go with Keenan Allen. I think that was a scam defense last week, and I don't feel like their slot guys are gonna be able to stop Keenan Allen.
And to end the show at QB, do I start Caleb Williams or Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold is going against the Arizona Cardinals defense. I'm starting Sam Darnold. Kev, that's hard. But I guess Sam Darnold, but Caleb Williams is pretty close there. But I wouldn't be upset at Sam Darnold.
I mean, as much shit as I talked about the Dick Hammer, I got to give him his props. He's been playing awesome. He's been playing super awesome. He hasn't seen the ghost yet. I mean, it's not week 17 yet, but uh, I mean, they've done a great job building around him. JSN has taken off to be like by far the number one wide receiver this year, and to add Rashid Shaheed to the mix, is chef's kiss, man. That's a great matchup of skill. And I'll go to my grave saying Rashid Shaheed's a better player than Jamison Williams. I fucking said it. But in this instance, Arizona looked like they grew some balls this past weekend against the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams here.
All right, sounds good. And that is our show. That is the morning rush brought to you by the Fourth in Fantasy. My name. Oh no, I think my computer's gonna die.
Oh shit.
But my name is Hancho, and this is my guy.
Sir Rocco, call me Rocco.
My computer's starting to lag behind. And we are your fantasy.
We are a fantasy football podcast for Dynasty Sickos by Dynasty Sickos. If you're still here, check out this ad to close us out and catch us at 10 Central, 11 Eastern on Tailgate with our guy, Fantasy Nerd Boy. Peace.